Do we just do Stifler really quick? Okay, ask everyone to rate their looks on a scale of 1 to 10 really quick. Destiny, you
10,
first.
obviously.
10.
10, of course.
10.
Oh, God.
I don't want to answer.
Why not?
Patriarchy?
No.
The patriarchy.
Patriarchy.
Please.
I just
We'll give you Patriarchy 2 buffer.
Hold on,
whatever you say
on.
plus 2.
Hold on. Let her answer.
I don't know. I feel like to me it's weird when I try to like judge my own looks. I feel like I don't know. I feel like the question.
Are you a 10?
Fine, I'm a 10. Whatever.
Don't let me put words in your
No,
mouth.
I think like whenever people ask questions like that, it kind of annoys me because I feel like there's so much more to a person.
There
like how they
is,
look.
there is, of course.
I know. But then
we're
if
just
I
talking about looks.
answer the question.
Here we are
Yeah,
going
so
into a million
I'll
shades
say
I
of
can
gray.
answer it for you. I'd
Can't
say
give a
maybe a
straight
4 or
answer.
6.
Hello?
I mean, personally,
It's
I
not
think
that
how
hard.
someone looks is like the least interesting thing about them, but that's just me.
But
I
that wasn't
realize
the
you do this little
question.
exercise
I know,
on
I'm
every
being
single
soy. That's why I
episode,
was
and the
trying
whole
to
point
pass
is
through.
that everybody gives themselves like
What do you
what's
rate
a ridiculous
yourself?
thing.
I haven't
right?
heard
Well, we
that.
haven't gotten to that side of the table
Yeah,
yet.
I'll
Sure.
answer
But
it.
you guys usually rate yourself as well.
Of course.
Sometimes, yeah.
We'll
Say
get
the
there.
same number every time.
Yeah.
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 You don't feel like you have a good day or a bad day?
I incorporate
We'll
that
get
into
to
my
it. We'll get
answer.
to it. So do you
I'll say 10. Let's continue.
I'm going to stick with my answer. It's a 6.7.
Nev, go
I'm going to
ahead.
say a 6 for me as well.
John.
I give myself a 7 today because this suit is really good.
I say 7.
I would say a 9. A 10's not real. That's like an abstraction, right? Like assuming a normal distribution.
Is Jesus a
There's
10?
an idea
Yeah, that's us.
of a rating system.
Okay.
Right. Well, people, I think they misunderstand that. They tend to think that like a 7 is average because they think 7 to 70%, that's like a C. Assuming a normal distribution, this is very important rating women, rating people in general. 5 would be like a perfect average, and then you would see like a bell curve sort of slope from there. So if you're talking about a 7, I mean, that's already like what, top 15%, probably even greater than that. It's very important stuff.
Hey, we over here, we're perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chase, what about you?
7.58
I think
on a
you're a
good day.
10.
Thank you.
So this is not to be weird or anything.
No, I didn't
Too
think
late
it was
for that.
Sorry. Sorry. I mean,
I
You have a
appreciate that.
boyfriend,
Thank
don't
Thank
you?
you for the
well,
compliment.
no, I'm just saying. I see a beautiful man, and I'll call him a beautiful man.
Oh, all right.
Thank you.
Chase.
I think
Appreciate
you,
that.
By the way, virgin?
yeah, I am.
She has a boyfriend.
Okay. all right.
Okay.
now.
I give myself a 6.9 on a good day.
How about with the wig on, though?
10.
10. I'm like the mirror opposite of Destiny with the wig.
True.
10.
Disagree.
Of course. Yeah, the 10 thing though.
I'm sorry, I kind of fucked around that by answering initially. My bad.
It's all good. It's all good. So you object to the whole 10 thing. You said people really shouldn't care much about physical appearance.
It's not. I'm not gonna pretend like people aren't influenced by physical appearance. I just feel like so much of society focuses on that, and it's like, dude, there's
Well, it's
so
extremely
much more.
it's extremely important. You
It's-
have to have
that's-
attraction to
it's-
have a relationship
Yeah.
last.
It's
It's normal.
just a question about how would you rate your physical looks. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's
It's not
fine.
like what's
I'm
your
not
worth
saying
as a
it's-
human being.
It's not important. Obviously, it's important to some. I'm just saying, to me personally, I tend to think how people look is usually the least interesting thing about them. I think there's a lot more to people than just their superficial
Something
looks.
nuanced question,
Something
okay?
tells me
Yeah.
you're lying based on the fact that you've never been on a date before.
I
and
think
have
something tells
probably
me you're
rejected.
projecting,
No.
right?
I think you've rejected every dude that's asked you out because none of them have been interesting or good looking enough to go out with them.
No.
No?
If I've rejected people, it's literally just been on the basis that I don't think we're compatible. We can still be
You
friends.
haven't even gone on a date with them, though. How do you know you're not compatible?
Took
Yeah.
the
Because I'm
words
not gonna
right
waste
out of my
anybody's
mouth.
time on going on a date with them if I don't feel that initial compatibility or like chemistry there.
I think that's where you're failing. You're not going on dates with people, yet you're saying, "Oh, I'm judging them on compatibility," but you're not actually like.
I mean, when
spending
you
time
say
with
the
them.
judgment is not just like occurring out of nowhere.
You're
If
not
they ask
spend-
me if I would like to go on a date with them, if they would just are going to tell me like come on a date with me, I mean that's different. But like when you ask somebody on a date, you're accepting that they may or
I
may not
think
reject
You
you.
are
right?
everything
Are
wrong with
you
modern
insinuating?
dating.
Hold on.
I think
hold
you
on,
are
hold on,
everything-
hold on.
I mean, we already
Ladies,
established that I'm not
ladies.
dating, so.
Are you
But you are everything
hold
wrong
on,
with it.
Billy Ray. Are you insinuating that if a guy told you come on a date with me, you'd be like, okay?
No. I
You
just
said
I'd
you
say
said it would be
that's
you said it would be different if a guy said it.
No,
that way.
because she said that you're judging people on the basis of this, and I'm saying if you ask somebody on a date, you're putting yourself out there and you are opening yourself up to rejection.
Would you go on a date with Fresh from the Fresh and Fit podcast?
Would I go on a date with Fresh?
Yes, he's a
my-
good-looking,
who-
attractive
who
man.
wouldn't go on a date with Fresh? Who wouldn't go on a date with Myron? Who wouldn't go on a date with the entire crew at Fresh and Fit? You know?
No, I'm just asking you about Fresh. Is that a yes? Say it to the camera.
To Fresh?
Yeah.
that camera right there.
Wait. Are you advocating for?
You're so fucking
It-
difficult. I
yes.
think that's your problem.
Oh,
Yes.
you just cut me off. Okay.
I'm sorry that I cut you off, but it's just like I've been holding it in.
Then maybe not, because if I'm so like difficult and disagreeable, then it doesn't sound like Fresh and I would get along, right? So
Okay,
Definitely not.
here's a clarifying question. When was the last time you met or discovered or anything? Maybe you didn't meet him.
When was the last time
Hold on. When was the last time you came across a guy who you were like, he's attractive, I would go out with him if he asked me? Can you ever remember an instance where you found a guy attractive and would want to go out with him?
I mean, when you say that, I guess it would have to, like, if you're asking me like the last time that I could remember, I can't think off the top of my head. No.
Can't remember the last guy you were attracted to?
What? No.
I got a question.
It's not because they don't exist.
Did you have
There's plenty
crushes
of-
on guys
it's
in
not-
high school or
I'm trying
college
to
or
answer your
anything?
question.
Yeah.
It's not because attractive men don't exist. Attractive men are all around me, but I'm saying that there's more to like what I'm going to consider when I'm deciding like who do I want to date more than just physical attractiveness. There's a plethora of
I
physically
know, but
attractive
that's not
men.
my question. My question is, can you remember the last guy you were attracted to?
Like their face or like when
Just
it
in
happened.
general.
or-
Energy, face, everything.
Can
I
you
know,
has
this-
to be a
I'm sure
troll,
this
dude. This
genuinely
is
sounds
such
like
a troll.
question, but I don't know exactly what you mean, or like I'm asking.
Do you want
Can we
kids?
just
Can you-
stop
wait.
asking her questions?
Like, do you want kids?
Can
at
you
some
remember the
point?
last? Wait, can you remember the last
Thinking about
time?
it. I don't know if I can have kids, but
Can you remember the last time a guy liked you, like engaged in conversation and actually wanted to go on a date with you?
Yeah,
When was that?
today.
A guy wanted to go on a date with you today.
No, like was I asked on a date today?
Yeah,
no,
that's
but
what
I'm
I'm
in
asking.
contact and friends with men who have asked me on dates before that I didn't go on.
Okay.
Can I ask a question? Is
Yeah.
your neck okay?
Huh? Oh, I
Unless you have like a cooling pad or something. You doing
Oh
okay?
yeah, I've got chronic neck pain issues. I've got a neck injury, so
Damn.
Does this podcast help or hurt that?
it makes
Definitely
it way
hurts.
worse. Stress does not help with pain.
Definitely
issues,
hurts.
So.
I don't know. With Chase next to you, I think that should also be like helping, right?
Bro, you're weird. You're fucking goofy. This fucking chick. Okay. Are you a virgin?
no,
That's the
please,
question,
please.
right?
I'm just because like
She must be, dude.
After
No,
that
she
conversation,
probably
I think so.
intellectualizes it and says like, "What is a virgin, though?
Yeah.
There's no such thing as virginity, and here's why. Because of
Here's
all
an
my
idea
feminist
of a
theory that I read
virgin,
in
some
school.
kind of
Is virginity even
abstraction.
real?
Nothing's
Like,
black and
you know,
white.
what is this?
Nothing is.
But
black
there
and
is no
white.
real virgin.
well, because you
Only
say
an
you've like
entity.
never been on a date, so I'm just trying to figure it out.
You don't have to ever worry about like the patriarchy boogeyman of like
Hey,
men
can I,
kidnapping you or whatever, because they just return you after you talk so much.
Brian, are you a virgin?
No, I was gonna say if you've never been on a
Wait,
date,
but Brian,
I'd like
are
to
you
be
a
the
virgin?
first. No, I'm not a virgin.
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
So he answered. Now
See
you.
how simple that was?
Huh?
Wait, I want to hear about your first
Question
time.
answered.
Yeah.
My first time.
Yeah, I really
Yeah.
want to imagine it.
And like
It's
how,
kind
how
of-
old
I
were
wanna
you?
We're
hear
gonna
it.
trauma dump on this
I'll
one.
s- it's actually I'll tell you after the show because it's kind of funny, but I don't want
No,
to.
Wait,
Please
I want to hear it
don't
right now.
know.
The audience wants to
I'll
hear
just
about
say,
it.
look, I was 17 and it was good. It was good. Nothing too crazy.
Nothing too freaky.
That's it. I don't want the details of your first time. I'm just simply asking if you're a virgin or not. Is that-
You're just simply asking that.
The answer is
the 100th
clearly
time.
no.
Very simple
Clearly
question
no.
with a
Clearly
very
no.
simple answer.
Is it so clear?
So-
I mean,
okay.
If it's so clear, why do you ask? You
Here,
haven't asked.
some
Right?
guy, listen, some guy made her like this, so like it's clearly no.
Have you had sex?
Which
That's a better
chromosome
question.
are you missing?
Here's a better question:
chromosome
Who
am I
hurt
missing?
you?
I don't know.
Have you had sex? Bro, this chick's like,
What
actually,
is
I want to
sex,
drop the
though?
R word so fucking bad.
Do it. I think I
I'm
like.
This
so
is why
tempted.
you need to judge people more thoroughly on how they look, because the moment she sat down, you could just tell by her appearance that this was pretty much more or less how the conversation was going to go. She sort of
So
has
true.
the like
The second I walked
librarian
in the room, you
physiognomy.
should've known that. It was just
But
something
I
like
don't-
The
For-
librarian
See, here's the
physiognomy.
thing.
Yeah.
I don't understand your objection to not wanting to answer the question, because if you have had sex, like, I think anyone here who's had sex, it's not like a shameful thing to admit you've had sex. And it's
know
also
what,
not a
Brian?
shame.
I
I can
completely
tell you.
agree.
Hold on.
I can tell
But
you
it's-
what the shame is.
It's not a
Brian.
shameful thing if you're a virgin either. So I don't understand.
Here's what it is. She's already revealed that she's never been on a date. So if she has in fact had sex, that means that she had sex without going on a date, and there is an element of shame involved with that. And if she did have sex, she doesn't
So
want to
true,
reveal it because
King.
she takes herself
So
very
true,
seriously.
King.
Because of
So true,
patriarchy
King.
that would shame her.
Yes.
I mean, but a lot of people in today's day and age, they're not like going on dates. It's like come over, and that can, you know what, that sort of very casual scenario could actually lead to a long-term relationship. So I mean,
Well, what's your definition of a date?
Definition of a date?
Yes.
We're actually.
Well,
Gonna have
intersectionality
some
says
dumb
this about
answer.
dates.
Yeah.
I think so. We
We
don't
should
give
just-
Brian
we
an
should just
aneurysm.
move
We're just
on.
gonna skip that question. What
Bro,
you
just
wanna
like
ask me?
answer the question.
Everybody
It's
in the
so
chat,
dumb.
everybody in the chat is saying that you're a plant.
Do
I'm
you have a
curious,
degree?
Chat, do you guys think that she's a plant, or do you guys think that she's just like this all the time?
No, she's definitely Destiny's friend.
Is a walk in the park a date?
But it's like
the
it's
symptoms
so
of being
weird.
buddy friend. Yeah, I can tell.
It's like so weird. Like you're on a dating podcast. Like you're 24. You're a
You're
feminist.
24. What the fuck?
Like if we
older
were to
or
have a
younger?
discussion about something sex related, like you would also choose to omit answering like a sex related question, or
You're
I'm
right.
just
This has been an impediment.
a what?
You know what I
An
want to know?
impediment.
So fucking answer the question, dude. It's not like I
It's
don't
cringe.
think-
Just move on. She's holding
It's
up
not
the
a
show.
big deal. I'm like
here's
watching
what I
you
wanna
get
know,
so
Aaron.
worked up.
I'm gonna
over
Aaron,
fucking
here's
blow
what I
my
wanna
brains
know.
you
out.
guys.
Aaron, here's what I
That's
want to know.
what
Why
I'm
did
into.
you come on tonight? What was your
It's
intention?
like bad faith. That's
Yeah,
what
what
that's
was-
what I'm
what was your
upset about.
intention?
It's not your necessarily that I don't get to know the answer. It's just really bad faith that you're playing this fucking game
do you-
when you requested to be on the show.
Do you think
I
you're
have a
being a
question.
good? Do you think you're being
Would
a
you guys
good
believe what you
representative?
said,
Hold on.
right?
Do you
It's
think you're
so
being a
fucking
good
obnoxious,
representative
dude.
of feminism
Yo,
right now?
do we kick her off?
I think they're
Do
a
we just
perfect
fucking kick her off?
We
representation.
could. We could.
wait,
before
can I ask a
we do, before we
question?
do, no. Hold on. You can. Hold on. What was your intention in coming on tonight?
Be
I have to have a
insufferable.
Hold
lovely
on.
discussion with you fine people about dating talk in
So
the 21st
clearly
century.
that's a lie. Are you going to continue in bad faith?
I don't know. Am I?
Dude,
probably just
kick her
off.
oh my god, oh my god.
I-
oh my
at this
god.
point,
You should
I
probably
know,
just
I
kick her
have a
off
gen- I have a
because
genuine
honestly,
question.
like,
Kick.
we just keep
Oh my
getting
God.
getting
Kick.
lost in these
Look,
loops
here's
over
the
and over and
difference.
over again.
Had you just
Wait,
said,
wait. Audience.
Yeah.
You have paying audience members, okay? We're giving a show to them. We should leave it to them. Okay, well, they're already saying kick her off.
Wait, at this point, would you believe?
I mean,
what you
we've got
said?
a bunch of
That's the problem, I
democracy
think.
respecters in here.
Wait.
If you know we want to respect democracy,
Wait.
I say we just kick her off, man.
At
Wait,
this point,
how can we
would
kick
you
her off?
believe whatever she said? Because like now I'm thinking.
I think she's
No,
full of
because
shit
now
on
you're
everything.
not trustworthy.
Yeah,
She's
Listen,
full of
listen.
shit on everything.
So
Let's
how do
just
we
kick
how do
her
we
off.
how do we kick her off and not blame the patriarchy at the same time?
I think we should just own the patriarchy
Dude.
and say it's based and
Dude,
just kick her
I
off.
literally have autism and you're 10 times more retarded than I am. Like, I literally have diagnosed fucking autism. I was in the classroom with the speds and shit, going on the bus and shit. And
You're
literally,
saying words that are not allowed on YouTube.
listen,
Sorry,
here's what it
God, I'm
ultimately
sorry.
could have
I'm
come
sorry.
down to.
Gotta
You
chill
could
out,
you
dude.
could have just said, "Hey, listen, I'd rather not share that publicly. I don't want to answer that." But you wanted to make it into some game, like some semantic game, and I just don't understand. Like, it's really bad faith. If you just said, "Look, hey, I don't want to share that," fine. But like when you kind of, the first time I asked, you're like, "We'll get into it later," and then you refused.
Brian,
and then
I'll,
we're
tell-
back
I'll
here
tell you
again.
what it is. Earlier in the conversation, she made a comment about how you enjoy clip farming. Aaron
This
doesn't
it's not even
doesn't
a clippable
hold on,
moment.
hold on. Just listen
Go
to my
ahead,
point.
go ahead.
When you kick her off,
Aaron,
it is.
hold on.
Which is why.
Everybody, please silence your mouths. She doesn't like you or your show. She came on the show to obstruct constructive
I do like the
conversation.
show.
No, you
I'm
don't.
having a good time.
No, if you liked the show, you would actually be good faith.
Yeah.
She came on the show to throw a wrench in the gears and to obstruct constructive conversation, and she's acting like she's not doing it and like we're being crazy and stuff. You should just kick her off the show, man.